think I probably need to rotate my camera. Let me do that. Hold on, let me find the live. Okay, I got to turn my camera, so give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me get my camera, this camera right. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna have to put my camera down so I can get my stand correct. Okay, I think now I have it right. So, hello and welcome. Let me see if I can figure out where the chats are at. So if you're here, just go ahead and speak. I see one other person. I think I'm one, and then there are the others. So, let me turn the camera around this way so I can make sure I'm in the camera. How about that? Y'all, I apologize for all that camera play. There we go. All right. Okay, so I got my computer over here. So in case anybody asks any questions, I'll be able to see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'll get started. I'm going to try to see if I can look down and see if there are any comments. Hey, Miss Kenya, what's going on? So, I'm very excited about this. I guess you already know. Y'all know I love Dominoes, okay? So I love Dominoes, and I love playing Dominoes. And hey, Belinda, I probably need to push my camera up higher so I won't keep looking down. So let me see if I can sit it somewhere else. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be in 2 parts. So if you would have noticed when you came in, it said part 1. So part 1 is going to be telling you how I come up with the stuff for the cigar boxes. And then I will give you about an hour, and then I'll upload the second part, which is the computer part. So I started on one today. Let me raise my camera up. Hey, Tangela. Okay, so I'm gonna sit my camera my computer right here. So, the second part I'm gonna upload after we finish this. So this shouldn't be no more than an hour. And then I'll upload the second part. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, Classic. Oh, that's Tangela. Okay. So, the second part I'm gonna upload soon as I finish with this. I've already started on the box. I already measured this, and I taped myself measuring it. I cut it and everything. All I have to do is I have to put it together. I downloaded it to my phone. However, when I got ready to do it, I realized, you got to use your phone to go live because I was going to edit it while I was doing the live. Because, you know, if y'all look at my apps video, editing don't take much. I just touch a button to do itself. So, let's get ready to rumble. So first, if you're liking this video so far, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Drop a comment. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so ding, 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 you can be notified when I upload new content. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've been going through some stuff, so it's been a while since I've uploaded some content. I have some stuff that I'm putting together now that should be up within the next week or so. I have a video on... I'm giving people time to come in because this is going to go quick. Y'all going to be so surprised how easy it is. So I got a video coming on memorial pieces. And if you'll see this one, I definitely messed it up. Although it came out beautiful, I definitely messed it up. Okay, Miss Bertha Darwin. I'm glad you're here, Miss Bertha. I was worried to see if you're going to come. Got a couple of other people. So, I have that video. I am updating a Dominoes video. It's just a video that's showing the things that I've started doing since I started last year. So it's updating things that I do. One of the things is using using cigar boxes for Dominoes. I'm going to rearrange the camera when we start. It's about 7 minutes after, about 10 minutes after we're going to get started. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask questions now. I have my computer up here on my heat press so I can answer the questions. What size dominoes do I use? Okay, Ms. Man, I use all different types of domino size. So these right here, I don't know if you can see them. Hold on. These right here are professional, okay? This is the size that I sell a lot. I sell a lot of these professional. Now, I'm also doing the set, which is for this box. And this is going to Kuwait. Y'all, I'm opening it the wrong way. For this box, I'm doing the set in this tournament size. And I'll show you what tournament size is. So this is tournament size. So professional, tournament size. Can you see the difference? Now, there is a size between that, and I'll show you that, and it's jumbo. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a jumbo. And while I'm at it, I'll grab and see if I got any standard. Yeah, I got some standard. Okay, so we'll go over the different sizes of dominoes, and then I'll give you a shot so you can see. So the smallest, not the smallest, because we do have mini dominoes, and I got some around here somewhere. We got mini dominoes this small, okay? We have the standard. The standard is about 1 inch by 2 inch. But it's very thin, about 1/4 of an inch. Then we have professional, same width and height, however, it is thicker, if you can see that, okay? Then we have jumbo, which gets a little bigger. So we'll put that on front of it so you can see it. Gets a little bigger. This the same size. And then we have tournament. Okay? And if you can see that, the tournament is a little bit larger. So let me see if I can put some white behind it. Maybe you can see it better like that. So tournament, a little bit smaller is jumbo. gone down to professional, and then there's the standard. So I use all of them, okay? I use all of them. I also do the mini ones sometimes. If somebody asks for them, I'll do them. So those are the sizes that we work with. So, okay, so it's 11 minutes after. We're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to move the camera. Hold on. I'm going to try to move the camera when we get to doing the sizes. But what I'm going to tell you about these cigar boxes now, if you are a follower, a subscriber, I'm sorry, follower is TikTok. If you're a subscriber or you're a member of my Facebook group or either the Dominoes tutorial book group on Facebook, you'll see that I've been putting some pictures where I've been using cigar cases. Okay, so I'm going to take you and I'm going to show you the cigar cases I have in my home that I've picked up so far. But what I will tell you is what I did was I called the cigar shops near me. So just Google cigar shops near me, and then you'll have a list of the cigar shops that are near you. And just call them and ask them, can you get some cigar boxes? Now, I'm not talking about vape shops, not smoke shops, okay? Not smoke shops. I'm talking about cigar shops where they actually sell cigars. The best place to get them is at the cigar lounge where they actually allow them to go in there. So my man went in there the other day. I almost choked to death. It was so much stuff in there. And I'm trying to make sure I get your comments. If you see me looking to the side, I'm not trying to ignore it, but I'm trying to make sure I get the comment. So, hey, Tawana, welcome, baby, welcome. I haven't started yet. I'm just doing my normal chat. No, we're going to keep this down to an hour. We got 45 minutes. This very easy. So what you do is you call them and ask them, can you get some of the old cigar boxes? Because people don't normally buy a whole case of cigars, okay? It's not like buying a pack of cigarettes. People don't normally buy a whole case. These cases hold 20 cigars normally. Them cigars can run from $1 a piece to $20, $50, $100 a piece. So what people usually do is go and buy a cigar, a couple of cigars, because they don't smoke like cigarettes. You don't smoke them really fast, so it takes a while. And they come in these lovely cases that what the cigar shop gonna do with it? Unless they craft it, some of them throw them away. But there are a lot of crafts that you can do with these boxes. People make clocks with them. People make jewelry boxes. You can make picture frames. I saw people make shelves where they hang them up and they make like a shelf. So there's, and guitars and banjos are what people mostly make with them. So it's a lot of things they do with these cases. So the cigar shops, instead of throwing them away, they give them away, or they'll give them away, or they will sell them. Now I have a shop around here. I got one that I get one for $1. Long as I buy 20, so they are $3 a piece or 20 for 20. I always get 20. I have another shop across the bridge in Columbus. I went there and I got some free. And then another shop, he was just starting to sell them, so he didn't know what to charge me. So I got about 15 or 20 of them for $30, which was good. And I appreciate them because, y'all, these things are wood, okay? They do have the hard cardboard ones, but I make sure I don't get them. So these things are wood and they're way worth it. If you're using them plastic boxes from the Dollar Tree, this costs the same thing. This costs $1. So you're using the plastic boxes. You can use these for about the same prices. Like I said, I know a lot of people another admin in my group, Nisa, she says she gets hers free. She does door houses. So that's another thing they do with them door houses. So call your local shops. I did send some to a member of my group. I went and got some. I sent some to her in California because she didn't have none. But go and get them. So we're going to get started if there are not any questions. If there are not any more questions. So the first thing that I do, okay, I have a set of dominoes that I use to measure when I'm doing my cases, okay? Normally when I do my cases, my dominoes are still in the mold curing, okay? They're not even finished yet because I need my process to keep going. So I have a lot of dominoes that I have messed up or some that I just made when I'm trying out different techniques for the YouTube channel. I have a lot of dominoes that I just have hanging around. I'll take them to the veterans home, you know, when I get out and about, or, you know, my next time I'm going to take them is Veterans Day with boxes and stuff. So I have a lot of them that I just have to the side. So those are the ones that I use to measure my cases. I don't necessarily wait till the dominoes that I'm gonna put in there get done, because that's stopping the process. So I have these that I use, and what we're gonna do, I have a set of dominoes that we're gonna do a box for, and I'm just gonna show you what I look for when I do my boxes. You can do your boxes any way you want to. This video is to show you what to look for, how to measure, and things like that. And then once we finish with this video, at 4 o'clock, we're going to give you about an hour and a half to get yourself together, measure your stuff. I'm going to go eat. And by that time, I'll be finished with the second part, which is just the computer part, which is probably the easiest part because it's just, you know, build a template and put some score lines. All I do is show you how to put score lines. That video will be ready about an hour after we finish this. All I got to do is put it together. I've already did it, and I'll put that together. In part 2 will be a premiere. I'm going to try the premiere thing. So part 2 will be a premiere at 5:45 because I have Sip and Craft tonight, and that starts at 7. So at 5:45 or 5:30, let's say 5:30. At 5:30, we'll premiere part 2, and the premiere is a pre-recorded video. However, I'll be on there with you so I can answer your questions. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me grab my tripod. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera around. Okay, so we're going to walk on over here. So these are some of the cases I have. I'm showing you some of the cases I have. And what I try to do when I go get cases is I look in them. I make sure that, you know, they're not messed up. Again, these people don't do nothing with them. So sometimes they're messed up because they don't care nothing about them. But I make sure that they're not messed up on the inside. Let me move my camera around. I'm sorry. I got it on the tripod, so let me go back around a long way. And then I just go through and I kind of pick out cases that I want. They usually have them sitting to the side. I try to make sure that they have something in them. Look at the different colors. Some of them have the little velvet on the inside, but that's not a problem if they don't. Some of them will fit dominoes, some of them won't. Like this will fit the mini dominoes or either the standard dominoes. This will not fit a full set. However, it's a good case. So that's what I do. Sorry about that camera action, y'all. That's what I do. Or if you're just doing it for a certain set of dominoes, you just go down there and find you a case. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to point it toward I'm sorry about that round the world I did on y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna point it toward my desk so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these two. We're gonna look at how I would do these two cases. Okay, they're two separate cases, but these are the cases that we picked to go with these dominoes. This is a co-worker of my daughter's, so the goal for that. And then, of course, I like to just make dominoes. So I made this just to sit up, not to sell. But this, the one I got for the crown. So the first thing I do is just get the box and look at the box and make sure it's okay. So my thing for me with doing these boxes is I try, hey Shamira, so I try not to change the outside of the box and I try not to change the top. My reasoning for that is if I'm gonna get a cigar box and go ahead and just spray paint the whole box, I go to Walmart and get one of them plain boxes. Because if you spray paint this box, you're gonna have to sand this because this is not just vinyl, this is not flat. You're gonna have to sand it. It's just too much work. So if you're planning on spray painting or something like that, you can just get one of them plain cigar boxes they sell at Walmart or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. That's where you can go. These, the draw for my customers is the cigar boxes that match their dominoes. They love the cigar boxes that match their dominoes. So the first thing I do is I get my set of dominoes, and y'all don't say nothing about my nails. I'm a crafter. Dang it. If your hands look good, you ain't doing no damn crafting. That's just all there is to it. So these are professional sets that go in here. So I just use my professional dominoes that I have. And the thing I do is I just play around with the dominoes to figure out how they're gonna fit in there. Now, I don't have to put them all in there because we all know a double six set of dominoes has 28 dominoes, okay? 28 dominoes, so we ain't got to do all that, putting them all in there. So, getting it, let me move the camera so y'all can see. The way I start and the way you'll start is just by putting dominoes in there and see which way they're gonna fit. So we see right now we can get 5 across that way. Shoot, we can get 5 and 6. We can get them all in the back row if we wanted to, but I don't like to do that. So let's do, we can do 2 rows of 5 high, two dominoes high. So that's gonna give us 20. So that's 10. Then the second one is 20. And then we'll have 8 left. Then we have to figure out which way we're gonna do it, and then we'll go with the measuring. So on this one, I would, the pad that I'm getting is not gonna fit in here. So let's just figure out how we're gonna do the dominoes. If we do it like this, so that's in our actuality you're gonna have. Tell me if I'm losing y'all. This is the part where you just guess and change it around. So it's like a puzzle piece. So that's 22. And we got 6 left. So we can leave it like that. So if you look at this, this gonna give us an even amount, and that gives us 26, which is good for me. Good for me, but we don't want them that far down. We want to raise them, and that's where it comes from with the measuring and everything. So we're gonna have 2 left, and I always like to have 2 on the top, one that shows the face and one that shows the back. So this would be perfect. So I have these in here, but we don't want them that far down. We're going to want to raise them up. So that's where the measuring comes from. Tell me if I'm losing you. When you see part 2 video, it's going to all come together for you. I'm trying to go kind of slow here. So what I would do next is I would measure. I want this to come up to at least here, because I don't want them to get their dominoes and they all in the bottom. So I'm going to want a platform up under these dominoes. So that's where the measuring is going to come through. We all good? Hey, Joanna. We all good so far? Thank you, Miss Mary. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to really measure this, and y'all don't laugh at me. Okay. I have this handy dandy little notebook, y'all. So I actually draw my stuff when I'm doing it, and I take it over to the computer, because I found the way my mind and my memory is set up, if I get the numbers, if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget it. And if I write it down and I don't draw myself a picture, I might get the measurements right, but then I'm going to forget how to get it back in the dang on case. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing going around. So what I do is I go ahead and I'll draw it. So I've already figured that I want these to be raised up, and I want them to be raised up as high as about right here. So, because I'm going to put these dominoes on the top. So I want my measurement to about right up under this domino. I made me a mark right there. This is the simple part. So let me move this out so you can see. I just draw me a diagram, and y'all can draw it the way you want. I'm not no dang on drawer, okay? I'm not no artiste. So I ain't sensitive about my shit. If y'all want to talk about my drawing, I'm fine with that. It don't bother me. So I want to measure from here to here first, and we want to measure on the inside. You want to make sure you put your tape measure on the inside. You don't want it on the outside, because it's not going to fit. So I want it on the inside. So from here to there, I see that's little past, and I'll show you where it's at. It's a little past 5.5, but 5.5 is a good measurement, because remember, I put material on mine. So it's got to have a little wiggle room. So 5.5 is that way. Then we're going to do the same thing this way. And y'all, I'm going to take these measurements for these, and I'm going to do this box. That's 5.5 also, so that's a damn square. I should have knew that by looking. I'm going to do this box. I'm going to finish this box up on Sip and Craft tonight. So those of you who are a member of my crafting group, Cricket Crafting ... the beginning and beyond, tonight is our bi-weekly Sip and Craft. So I'm actually going to do some crafts tonight. I'm going to finish these boxes that we measure tonight, but you all will already have part 2. So I measured that. So we have this perfect measurement, and that's going to be the platform. However, we got to have the platform up, because if we just measure a square and put it down there, this still is going to be down too far. So we got to measure how high we want to raise our dominoes. Okay, how high we want to raise our dominoes. So I made a little mark, because I want my dominoes raised up to here, which would be the top of that domino, because I want enough space on the top to make another brace And I'm going to put them 2 extra ones in there. Yeah, I'm fancy. I'm going to put them extra 2 in there, okay? So, I'm going to measure from the top of this domino to my line. So, from the top of that domino to my line is 1 inch. So, I'm going to need the 5.5 by 5.5. Then I'm going to need 1 inch fold on each side. And I don't do all 4 sides. You can. I just do either or. Front and back or side and side. You don't have to do all sides. You like the way I work? Thank you, Miss Mary. I appreciate it. So we got a 1 inch right there. So we're going to have a 1 inch fold on each side. I mean, half an inch, I'm sorry. Half an inch fold on each side. So I don't do a fold on every side just because the dominoes are light, guys. This is epoxy, so it's light. If you have something heavy, like I said, these cases can be used for anything besides dominoes. You know, you can use it for a lot of stuff. So you might want to brace on all sides. For these dominoes, I don't have to brace because they're very, very light. So I want a half an inch on each side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it level on this side, okay? And then I have the fold on the outside. So I'm going to do a half here. Hold on, let me put it there. And a half here. So in all, when I make my measurement, I got to add these 2 halves. So this would be a half. 5.5 plus a half is 6. Plus another half is 6.5. So my whole measurement is going to be 6.5 by 5.5. That's the measurement of the box. My score lines will be a half an inch in, which will still leave the 5.5 by 5.5, okay? So my score lines is gonna be a half an inch in. And all I do, this will be 5.5 inches this way, but it'll be 6.5 inches this way. And this half an inch on this side will fold, this half an inch of this side will fold, then it will fit down in there. I'll put a spot of glue here, a spot of glue here, a spot of glue here, a spot of glue there, just to make sure that it's staying in there. And then I have my platform for my dominoes. Okay, so I will measure that out and I'll take it and I'll add the score lines, which is part 2 of this video, to put in here. So once I do that, I cut it, I measure it. When it comes out, it'll have score lines right here, and all you do is bend it. Bend it on that side. For my insides, I'll show you one that I just did. I've got to decorate this one. Hold on. So I cut this on the Cameo, but you can cut it on the Cricut, and part 2 video shows you how to do it on the Cricut and the Cameo. So right here, and that's for this case. The way I made my case, once I get it in there, I made sure it fit and it fits perfectly. The way them dominoes gonna stack up, that's gonna be the highest one. It'll still close, so look at there. It fits perfectly and it fits all the way. Once I take it out and make sure it fits in my case, then I go ahead and I'll decorate them, okay? You don't want it too tight. That's why I said when it was at 5.5, it was a little over the 5.5 because I'm actually gonna put material on here. On this one, I'm gonna put velvet on here, but you don't have to do velvet. You don't have to do material. You can definitely do sticker paper. Heck, you can leave it like this. You can leave it like the cardboard. But the thing is, you want to make your template or your guide. So what else I would do with this, I'll go ahead again because I forget stuff. I know I have 5 across this way. So I'll put me a 5 and I'll put that way. Now this is just me and this is how I do my shirts. Then I have 2 down and 2 up, 2 deep. So I'll put stack 2. That way I know what I did. Then I got 1 and 1 on the side. I write notes, y'all. Don't laugh at me. I have to know what I'm talking about. So whatever you have to write to remember, or you can leave them in there. But I do several sets of dominoes at one time. Whatever I have to have, I just write it down. That way, when I finish cutting, because what I'll do is I'll take all my slips. Okay, here. So I'll take all my slips and I just go over to the computer at one time and put in all my measurements. So I make sure I make sure I write everything down so I can see it. And I'll put the name on there. This one I did last week. Not that one, that's the one we just did. But I'll put the name on there, what the name of it is, and all that stuff so I can identify it. If you're just doing one, you ain't got to do all that. But I usually do 3 or 4 of them at the same time. So, any case that'll fit your dominoes, you make it the way you want. I suggest if you make enough dominoes, I know you have some extra sets sitting around that didn't come out quite right. Or, you know, like these. I got the little red things from Dollar Tree and wanted to see what they melt in the epoxy. So my butt wasted up all this epoxy just to see what they melt in there. So have your extra set of dominoes and figure out how you want them in the case. I did one with a shot glass. So if I was gonna put a shot glass in here, say I was gonna put a shot glass in here, which is very popular. If you, again, if you look at some of my stuff, I did one with a shot glass last week. It was I don't know what it was for a friend of mine. I think it was Crown or something like that. So if I was gonna do a shot glass, I would probably want my shot glass sitting up. So now I need to see how I can fit the dominoes in here with a shot glass. So let's see how many we can fit going this way. So again, that's 5. So 5 times, let's see how high we can go up because we want this shot glass here now. So we don't mind stacking the dominoes up on one side. So that's 5 times 4. That's 20. Can we go another one? 5 times 5, that's 25. And then we got 3 more, which I like this. We might just have to do something for this one. And we might, this is a friend of mine, so we might do a thing for the, just for a shot glass. So that's 25, right? 5 times 5, 25. It fit really good. Let me push it over. Let me move that out the way. It's going to fit really good, really tight. If you can see that, it's going to be really good. It's going to be really tight. Because, again, you got to have some wiggle room to fit your insert in there. So that would give me 25 that'll stack all the way under there. Then I would make, I know some of y'all saw me do this before. I would make just a cutout to go on the top of these that'll have those 3 dominoes like this. Let me put them on the thing. That'll have them just like this. So it'll be 25 under there. Then I will make just a cutout because that's 5, and then we'll have another stack. So we got enough room to do that. I will make a cutout that will fit these 3 dominoes, which will be the extra dominoes. I'll have 2 like this, 1, and then 1 in the middle. So, well, no, that I will measure all that, and I will make just a cutout and nothing to fold. I wouldn't need nothing to fold because it's gonna sit right there. It's just to be a flat piece with them holes. That's 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and then 2 by 1. Okay, I'll just cut them circles and it'll just sit right there, and I'll put the domino on top of it. Then also, because I have just this is what I'm gonna brace. So I would measure my brace for this. So you'll want it just like that. You'll measure again this way, which is 5.5. And then we're gonna measure to right here, which is about, I would say, a 3.5. Because again, we need some little wiggle room. I measure 3.5, 5, and then I'm gonna measure as high as this because we don't want it. How can I explain this? If we measure it this high, these dominoes not gonna fall because we're gonna put a wall right here. I'm gonna measure a wall that put right there, and then I'm gonna measure across. So a whole wall, this, and then a whole wall, and then a hole in the middle to put this in, if that makes sense. Did I confuse y'all the way I confused myself? I'm looking for comments. If you're lost, let me know. If you're lost, let me know. So I would actually make for this, I would make the one for the dominoes, the one this way, that, and that's just to be a cutoff that I put the dominoes in. Then right here, I'm gonna make a full wall. So it's gonna be 5.5 inches long, and then what is that? 2.5 deep. So 5.5 by 2.5, and that'll just be a wall. And of course, for this, I forgot to tell you that, y'all, the people in my group know this. You can sublimate on this, okay? So I sublimated on this, and I sublimated on wood, because sometimes I take these wood pieces out. So you can actually spray paint in here if you want to, like I did that other box. Or you can actually take these out. You can sublimate them on them, like put your decal on them and then stick them back in there. So that's another thing you can do. These are, the things you can do with these are endless, okay? So I would put a brace between there and just make this a place where I cut out the hole for this to fit, and then I would glue it across that brace, if that makes sense. Tell me if that makes sense. I'm trying to look at the comments. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around. Okay, let me get that out my face. I don't want y'all looking all up my nose and shit. Oh, sorry, I cursed. Okay, so that's the most important thing of these cigar boxes. I know y'all thought it was going to be something really hard. It's nothing hard. The only thing you have to do is figure out how you're going to put your dominoes in these cases, or whatever you put in there, because I'm going to spring some on y'all next week. I got something in the making over there that I did with the case. So the most important thing is to figure out how you're gonna get your dominoes in your box, okay? There's no one way to do it, okay? I did several boxes, same box, but I did them a different way with the Dominoes. I like to leave as much of the box untouched as I can. If I'm gonna be doing all this spray painting on the outside of the box, sanding this off, I'm not gonna do it for Dominoes. Now I do it for other projects that I do because that's what I need to do. But for Dominoes, for my customers, the draw is the Dominoes, okay? The draw, not the Dominoes, the draw is the case. They love the case. These are wooden cases. It's just now 3:45, so we got 15 more minutes. If you got questions, that'll take us to 4 o'clock. And since y'all so good, I'm gonna put up the video at 5:15. Give me the 5:15 so I can edit it. But I'm gonna put up the video and we're gonna do a premiere at 5:15. And I'll be on there watching it with you. So if you have any questions, and y'all ain't gonna believe this. This part is simple too. On the computer it's simple. So on the video, I'll show you how to do it in silhouette for those of you with the Cameo, and how to do it in design space for those of you with the Cricut. So I'm gonna show you both ways. Now, if you have neither one of them, or you just don't feel like taking out no machine or doing all that cutting and all that, no problem. I made these before I even thought to put them on the Cricut by just using my X-Acto knife and cutting it. So you can absolutely do that. None of my stuff straight. Okay, I can't cut straight. None of my stuff straight. However, once I put the material on it or put the sticker paper with the design, it wasn't noticeable. But I found out once I just looked over and was like, damn, why I ain't use my machine? Once I cut it, I ain't even got to worry about that. Cause I use this extra thick. This is extra thick chipboard, y'all. Extra thick chipboard. It don't even cut through all the way, even using a deep knife on the Cricut or on the silhouette. But it cuts enough that all I have to do is take my X-Acto knife after it's cut and just run across that little bitty piece that it don't go all the way through. I see. Okay, Miss Mary. See, I got Miss Mary. I read minds too. You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that? I do. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, you definitely don't need a machine to do it. You do not need a machine to do it. You can use your X-Acto knife. Get you one of these metal yardsticks. This is what I use, and just go on to town with it. Now, let me show you some of the stuff you might need that we're gonna, since we don't have any, hey Nikki, since we don't have any questions, I'll show you some of the stuff I use. Okay, so Amazon is one of my best friends, and also the Dollar Tree. So they're my favorite stores. So Amazon has, I'm glad you got your boxes. So let me show you this what Amazon has, and I use this. So you don't have to buy velvet because Dollar Tree got felt, and you see I've been using a lot of this felt. This is just as good. You can cut the felt to put on there. However, I had to step mine up a notch. Y'all know how I do. I have to outdo myself. I'm in competition with nobody but Stephanie. So I went on and I got some of this crushed velvet. So about a yard, it's probably about $5 or $4 something. I got crushed velvet, this gold and this white I can supplement on. Of course, I got the burgundy for Alabama. Y'all know I'm an Alabama fan. So you can use that. You can use, Walmart has them swatches of material. You can use wrapping paper. whatever you want to use, or again, you can leave it like this, nothing, and you can sublimate directly on this cardboard, but nothing's wrong with this chipboard. I'm saying cardboard. This chipboard. Hey, Alicia. Now, Lisa, you late, and this for you. You asked for this, man. Don't you be late to sip and craft, okay? So, I use spray adhesive, E6000. I glue it down different kind of ways. I will show in part 2. I actually show, I'm going to show putting that together. I already cut the material. I just ain't put it on there. But I actually cut my material on the machine. And the way I do that, I put the adhesive backing on my material and glue it down that way. You don't have to do that. It's just a little bit. This stuff slide, y'all. Not so much the felt. The felt you find, but this dang on silky stuff, this stuff slides. So I just put that little sticky back that you put on it, like if you were going to do, if you were gonna iron it on, like you put the back to make it an iron on. I put that on the back, and it's easier to glue down for that slippery material. Like if you wanted to use silk, chipboard. No, it's chipboard. You're right. The first one is right. Chipboard, not clipboard, chipboard. The chipboard I got from Amazon, okay? So, I'll put some links on this one, okay? So once this video get through processing, I'll go ahead and put the links up under there. But the chipboard comes from Amazon. I'm going to put my link because I want you to hit my link. It won't cost you 1 red cent, but it might get me a penny or two. Y'all, I've been doing that Amazon affiliate program for about 6 months, and I still haven't gotten the threshold, and the threshold is $10. Y'all start hitting my damn links. Hit the dang on links and order from the links. Thank God. Okay, you don't like the spray from the Dollar Tree? What spray from the Dollar Tree? Miss Nikki, what spray from the Dollar Tree? I'm waiting on your answer. Y'all, part 2 is going to show you how to do it on the computer, and then it's going to show you how to just put it in a box. Nothing extravagant. But tonight at, I'm waiting for I saw somebody just wrote something. The spray adhesive. Okay, I didn't know they had a spray adhesive at the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna go get that. I love Dollar Tree stuff. I didn't know they had a spray adhesive. I'm gonna go get that. I got so much I got a Dollar Tree up in here, okay? I got a Dollar Tree. I can run my own website. I'm gonna go check out this spray adhesive. Part 2, as I was saying, part 2 is going to show you how to do it on the computer. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me the questions. Let me tell you how to get in touch with me. If you have any questions for me, like after this video, sometimes with the YouTube video, I don't see the notifications for a week or so. So if you ever comment, please still comment. You know I will come back and comment. And usually it starts with, I'm sorry, I just saw this. The best place to get in touch with me actually is on Facebook. Honestly, it is. Not only just me, we have, I'm not going to say I because I feel like the crafting group is a family. So we have a group full of experts, y'all. We have the best crafting group on Facebook. I love some of the other groups, don't get me wrong. I'm in probably 90% of the groups that you all are in as crafters. I'm in them groups too. But I will tell you that Cricket Crafting, the beginning and beyond is the best crafting group. So as I was saying, that's one of the best places to get in touch with me is in that crafting group. I ask that you put your question on the timeline. Okay, put your question on the timeline. I don't mind answering you in my inbox. Don't get me wrong, I do it every day, all day long. But don't be wasting my time if I give you the answer to a question, you don't go back in the group and tell everybody else. Okay? Because if you had a question, somebody else had the same question. So let's share it with everybody. So I don't mind you asking me, and sometimes I'll do that. But if I answer you in my inbox, I do still want you to go and tell the group. You can ask any questions in Cricket Crafting, the beginning and beyond, as long as it's craft related, okay? I'm giving you a personal invite to join my crafting group. Any questions? I'm still going to go and get it. You know I'm going to go get it. I'm still going to get it, but you can ask any crafting questions in that group. Ain't none of that bullshit about you should know that before you go. Ain't none of that, because we not chastising no grown folks in that group, okay? Everything is craft related except when you see something from moi, okay? So I'm the only one that break rules in that group. Oh, thank you, Tawana. And Miss Bertha, I know, yes, that's it. You can ask anything, because my thing is we all learn differently. And if I go in there and tell you how to do dominoes, even if you saw me tell you how to do dominoes, I might have not been the right person for you to get that information. So you go right back and ask the question you need, and then Miss Bertha might be able to answer your question better than Stephanie. So in that group, you can ask as many questions as you want, as many times as you want. It's not listed below on this one. However, I am going to list it. Nothing's listed below this one. Once it processes, it'll be listed below, Miss Mary. Or you can go and look at one of my other videos, one of my earlier videos, and it's listed up under there. Once this one processes, I will go back. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I don't know how to make it automatically come up there. I'm going to learn it one day, though. Don't play around with that like I ain't. I'm going to learn it one day. Just kidding. Yeah, it's not listed, but in the other videos it is. And when I upload part 2, I'll go back and edit this. So if there's no more questions, we right on the hour on the dot, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and end this. Remember, 5:15, we're going to do a premiere, and that's going to show us how to do it in the computer. Nothing hard. Don't get excited and think it's going to be hard. Those of you that been knowing me for a minute, Joanna, if she's still on here, she one of them. She came with me from the original group to my group. She do damn near everything with me. Listen, y'all, I do stuff. I work smarter, not harder. I'm not no graphic designer. I don't have no certificate from Cricut. I don't have no certificate from Silhouette. This stuff that I learned by sitting at that computer looking at videos and trial and error. I fuck it up so you don't have to. That's how we do it. I fuck it up so you don't have to. You don't have to worry about messing up anything. I'm going to mess it up, then I'm going to show you. As evidenced by this right here. Y'all, not only did I mess it up once, I turned around and messed the other one up too. However, I figured out what I did wrong. So this video was supposed to be yesterday, but this is my evidence. I'll tell y'all, this is the flower from my nephew's, from his funeral, and I burned both of them up. But they look good. They look good. I messed them up. However, I know what I did wrong and what I need to do going forward. So if there's nothing else, I'm going to come up to the camera and I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this sucker off. Y'all know usually I don't know how to do it. my live be going on for about 4 hours and I don't even be on there. So I'm gonna attempt to turn off this live. I'll see you all at 5:15. Get your boxes, get your measurements, and let's get ready to sit down in front of this computer and upgrade these Dominoes. These customers love this. Let me take care of some business. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. If you like what you heard or what you saw, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Also, hit that bell below so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Let me tell you, you won't be dinging all the time because, hey, I run a business just like you, but I try to do videos of stuff that I see that's trending, stuff that I just make up or whatever, stuff that I find interesting, stuff that people in my group do, and they'll say how to do it, but they don't have a YouTube channel, so I come and do it on the YouTube. So Shamira, is nothing about opening up an Etsy shop in there. However, there are several people in the group that have an Etsy shop, and you can go in there and you can ask any Etsy shop question and they'll be able to help you. I can't personally help you. I don't have an Etsy shop. I do more teaching how to do, not teaching, tutorials. I do more tutorials than selling. Y'all, I'm retired military. I'm disabled. Y'all see I can barely stand up. My feet hurting right now. So I don't do a lot of selling. I love crafting, but I don't do a lot of it. I like to do the tutorials and I do stuff for a couple of people, but I don't have an Etsy shop because I'm not going to do it full time because I don't want a full-time job. Y'all want Etsy because y'all want to fire yourself. Not y'all, those of you that work that want to take this seriously, you want to fire yourself from your job. So you need an Etsy shop or a website. Ain't nothing wrong with taking your orders on Facebook, but you do need an Etsy shop or a website to get it right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this. Again, I'm going to step over here and I hope I can turn this off. Thank you all. I hope you all got something out of this. 5:15, we'll have the premiere of part 2, and that's where we go into the computer. Okay? Y'all, I can't figure out how to turn this off. Let me figure it out. Okay, got it. I think. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, I figured out where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and end. I'll talk to you all later. Remember, congratulations to Tawana. Remember, you can catch me on Facebook in the group, and that's where I'm going to go now. Okay, I see Miss Mary already went in there and put in, asked to join the group. Okay, y'all, I see you all 5:15. I'll be on there on the chat with y'all. Bye. Thank you.